Assalamu alaikum. Sunnahfollowers is excited to bring to our viewers another treat that will awaken, clarify, and widen our understanding of this beautiful way of life. We are excited to welcome Dr. Daniel Abdul Rahman McBride, who will be joining us each Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern for a special class geared to the new shahadas in facing contemporary issues of today. Dr. Daniel Abdul Rahman McBride is a renowned author of many books, including Who is Right, Who is Wrong, and Why, which is a comparison of Islam, Christianity, and Judaism. He has been featured on many popular programs as he breaks down Islam to the viewers from a lens of clarity. Stay tuned. Streaming on major platforms, channel Sunnahfollowers. Assalamu alaikum. Sunnahfollowers presents a new and exciting course to add to your Islamic learning and development. Interpretation in Living with the Quran, taught by Sheikh Saad Hassanin, considered to be one of the most accomplished scholars of Quranic science in the United States. He is a member of AMJA, the Assembly of Muslim Jurists of America. He holds a PhD in Islamic Studies, professor at IUM. His specialty is in 10 different styles of Quranic recitation and jurisprudence. Classes will be held every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern, streaming right here on Sunnahfollowers.
Open your eyes and look around. Open your eyes. Do you see the very things that you read about coming true? Don't you realize the moments are near? Correct yourself in your affairs. He has made it crystal clear. These are the signs of the time.
Assalamu alaikum. Sunnahfollowers, new class. Stay tuned.
Signs of the times.
Hey, I got a couple questions for y'all. The first one, who is your Lord? What is your religion? Who is your prophet? Now, I know this sounds crazy, but if you're one of those people that have been trying to get information and you come across this, or this, or even this. All right, take a listen.
Assalamu alaikum. I am Sister Laila Nasheeba, the Managing Director and Founder of Sunnahfollowers Online Islamic University. As you know, we have classes every day beginning at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we cover everything from Aqidah, which is your belief system, to Seerah, which are the stories of the Prophet, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, the story of the companions. Please join us every day beginning at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we are broadcasting and streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, DLive, Trovo, and Twitch. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Sister Laila live, Sister Laila live, weekly for the show at the hour. Ask Sister Laila live, Sister Laila. Invite your friends and family, get cozy. Ask Sister Laila. You will make it through. The fitra is awake in you. With Quran and Sunnah by your side, here's a place where it will thrive. You will make it through. You will make it through. The fitra is awake in you. With Quran and Sunnah on his side, here's a place where it will thrive. You will make it through. With Quran and Sunnah on his side, here's a place where it will thrive. You will make it through.
Okay, can everybody hear me on here before I get started? Can you hear me on YouTube and Facebook? I'll wait for somebody to type because I want to make sure, since we've been having problems with that lately.
I can hear you.
Okay, so it's there on YouTube. Okay. All right. Okay. Hold on.
Facebook's okay.
Okay, good. Thanks. Yeah, I want to make sure I set up before I start. I don't know why we were having those problems before, but definitely before I start my classes, I want to make sure that everybody can hear me, especially since for this class, since we're covering so much that's relating to what we're facing now. Give me a second to, oh, this is diluting. Oh, yeah, I don't have the background. Okay, hold on. Let me switch the background too. This is Diluting Wala Bara. I have my other class tonight. Hold on for a second. Let me switch the background so I'll know what I'm doing here. Plus to advertise the book. Give me a minute. Oh, where's the background here? This one. Go back to here. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. Ina alhamdulillah, wassalat, wassalamallah, wa rasulullah. A lot of people ask me why, when I do this class, I use this background, because this is the book. That's the book that everybody should be purchasing. This whole series. This is called the Right Belief series. It's a trilogy. That means it consists of 3 books, 3 volumes, 3. This is a masterpiece. For those of you who are English speaking, for all the Muslims in the world who speak English, who don't understand the Fusha Arabic, we have a hard time understanding this religion, because unfortunately for the Muslims in the Western Hemisphere who are not born speaking Arabic, and I'm not talking slang Arabic, I'm talking Fusha. You know, unfortunately, the people in the West, we receive our information or our knowledge about Islam from people who do speak Arabic, but many of them don't speak good English. They speak Arabic, but they don't speak the language of the majority of the world, which is English. So for the people living in the Western Hemisphere, a lot of their information, a lot of their knowledge of Islam has been watered down, or didn't click. The dots are just not clicking, because even though the brothers or sisters you may have learned from, well, the women speak English better, but it's a fact. But the men many of you learn from men, not women. You know, and the men that you learned from, their English was so broken, so terrible, so horrific, that they just told you part of the truth. You guys know what I'm talking about. You know how you go, even today in 2024, you go to some masajids, some masjids, and here some dude is giving a khutbah in Arabic. And then he supposedly got a so-called sidekick sitting next to him. What's the role of his sidekick? Or you'll go to a conference and you will hear some brother sitting on there talking in Arabic, and he's got a sidekick who's supposed to be his translator. This brother going on and on and on and on and on for 10 minutes in Arabic. And then when he's done, he look at the translator, and the translator just takes 1 second and says, he said, you need to turn your head when you walk. You like, there's no way in heck. You know, so our information's been watered down in the Western Hemisphere, you know, and what should never be watered down is Tawheed, because that's the foundation of Islam. Like the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, your good deeds ain't enough. You can do all the good deeds in the world, but that still won't give you a ticket to paradise. There's a lot of people who have done good deeds, but they're in hell as we speak. One for sure is Abu Talib. Abu Talib, who is he? He was the uncle of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He did a good deed, a lot of good deeds. What's the best deed he did? He protected the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He cared for him. He supported him. But all that support, all that love he had for the Prophet, all that protection, all that money he spent, where is Abu Talib as we speak? He is in hell, in hell, in hell, and he will never be removed from it. Why is he in hell? Because he did not believe La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So, the core of Islam, the foundation of Islam is not your good deeds. It's not your prayers. It's not your fast. Let me share this hadith with you. And I have some brothers here. Always I have some brothers here on a different platform listening to me. I don't know where they come from. I'm being calm though. I said I'm not gonna let the cyber bullies get to Layla today, but I don't know. This religion is so messed up. I mean, it's ridiculous. Now these brothers I got are foreign brothers. Oh yeah. Some of them from my homeland, Egypt. And of course, they trying to bring to me this thing about, I guess the big fitting that's going on, the big fight, debates that's going on the internet between the men is, that's all the Muslims do is fight and kill each other. Y'all know that. Signs of the last star. We'll talk about that tonight. But what is this authorityism? Jamali, can you hear me? I know you on an airplane flying to Las Vegas. I don't know how these brothers have found themselves their way into my stream now. And I told them, I'm a woman. You better back off. If you claim to be any type of believing Muslim, don't come at me. I am a female. You shouldn't even be in here. If you in here, I don't need But anyway, this authorityism, I'm an authority. I'm with the authority dawah, the authority minhaj and all that crap. I don't have time for that nonsense, guys. What is Layla? I am Laila Nasheeba. I was born and raised Muslim. I believe La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. My allegiance is to Allah. My allegiance is to the Prophet Muhammad. My allegiance is to this religion and to all the Muslims who believe what I believe in its sincerity. And I practice my religion with the same understanding that Aisha radiallahu anha had, Salama had, Ibn Abbas had. I am not a part of any of this fitting that y'all have created, this 73 sects and all that crap. I want you brothers to remember, I don't care what you call yourselves, authority, safari, whatever. All of those sects gonna be in hell. Everybody's gonna be in hell unless they're upon traditional Islam. And the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam told the companions that this day would come when my nation will divide into more sects than the Jews and Christians even had. And they will fight each other. They will kill each other. They will destroy each other. Because Allah promised me
Allah promised me, he said, that he would never allow the enemies of Islam to ever destroy us. Our destruction will come from each other. What's the source of this hadith? This is Sahih Muslim. And the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, stick to the traditional Islam. And one of the companions said, what's the traditional Islam? He said, the traditional Islam is what I am upon, what you are upon, and what the first 4 caliphs, leaders after me, will be upon. Stick to that. Cling to it with your teeth. Do not divide from that. Do not separate from that. So for you brothers who want to bring y'all, I don't know what's going on. I don't know why y'all coming to my stream. I don't care why, but that's what Layla is. I am upon the traditional Islam of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam with understanding of those companions. Don't come at me. You understand? I'm just like Aisha. Think about, if you know anything about Aisha, imagine her in your mind. Imagine. The hadiths are very descriptive of her. She was very feisty. She was so feisty that she even herself said that was her struggle, to control her tongue, because she didn't allow people to chump her or who she loved. One day when she was walking with her husband, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, a bunch of ignorant Jews were standing on the corner, laughing, talking, having a good time. The Prophet, was with his wife Aisha, and as they passed by, they say, Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. It sounds like you're giving salams, but in reality, they were saying, may death be upon you. Aisha was very intelligent, but she had this problem. She was feisty. She turned around. She looked at those Jews. She said, what did you say to him? Oh, yeah. Those female companions were warriors. The Arabic women were warriors. The Persian women were warriors. Let me give you brothers, a little education about history. The Arabs were a warrior race of people. That's why nobody cared about them in the world. The Romans looked down on them. Even the Persians looked down on them. The Vikings didn't even care about them. They considered these are just barbaric people, and the Vikings were barbaric too. But they looked at the Arabs as being even more barbaric than the Vikings, and that's an insult. The Vikings were so barbaric, they sold their clothes on. Oh yeah, because they didn't believe in taking baths. Okay? Because it's too cold. But the Arabs, they lived in this barren land. All they did was fight each other. It was war, tribal war after tribal war. So that was an aggressive society. That was an aggressive culture. Arab women were aggressive women. Arab women still are aggressive women. And every Arab woman here know I'm speaking the truth. And the more pure you are, the more Bedouin you are, the more aggressive you are. And I'm speaking the truth. Okay? Aisha was a typical Arab woman. They walk past them Jews and they're gonna curse her husband. Oh, she turned around and jumped grump. She said, don't talk to my husband. The Prophet said, Shway. He pulled Aisha away. She said, why are you admonishing me? I'm defending you, she said. He said, wait, Aisha, did you hear my response to them? Didn't you hear me say walaikum? He said, when I said walaikum, I said the same to you. So the curse that they uttered to me, Aisha, I put it back on them. He said, but you, he said, you got to learn to not be so feisty. He said, here you are arguing with them, challenging them. He said, you could have put me and you in a bad position where now I would have had to fight them to defend you, my wife. I'm using this as an example. And what's the source of this? Bukhari and Muslim. So for you brothers that's coming into my stream with this authority Muslim, this garbage, I'm the wrong one. I'm like Aisha, man. Can't y'all tell? You know what blood runs through me. Y'all got the wrong person. Y'all got to get out of me. Get out of here with that. I'm not into that authority, safari, imokari. I'm not into that junk. I'm here to teach Islam in its truthfulness with the understanding of the companions to the Muslims around the world, mainly women, English-speaking women who don't understand the deen because it's been watered down. And I'm not new at this. I've been teaching Islam for the past over 50 years. Wallahi, I have been teaching Islam for over 50 years. So I'm not new at this. I know what I'm doing. I've had bona fide, qualified ulama teach me. And I'm not into that crap you brothers are into. You young men of today, y'all have deviated away, and y'all into this kafir bashing, calling each other kafirs and fighting, and you divided up. Take that away from Laila Nasheeba, because I'm like Aisha. I don't have time for it. And what happens is, being a woman, you make me get emotional. Women got PMS. You make us get emotional, and you bring out that warrior in me. You make me get emotional, and you make me want to get violent. Like Aisha tried to get violent. She's ready to rock and roll. Arab women, we don't play that. Don't come at me with that. Take y'all's arguments about the qadr of Allah, because this is what y'all arguing about. If you don't understand the decree of Allah, that's your problem. Okay? These sets and groups. And what's this new crap here? I mean, it's not new. But what is this? The Quran being created? I ain't got time for that crap. If you brothers, if your Aqidah is so messed up, why don't you contact Kareem Abu Zayd? Go talk to him. Are y'all in history? Kareem Abu Zayd wrote this book. And I'm so glad he wrote this book, because finally, I've been teaching Wala wa Bara. I've been teaching the meaning of the Shahada since 1986, but I've been teaching from my own written PowerPoints. Finally, this is a book written in English that breaks down the meaning of that Shahada from A to Z in the language that the majority of the people in the world speak, which is English, because English is the second language everywhere too. Okay? So I'm busy teaching this stuff here. You brothers need to go learn from Sheikh Kareem Abu Zayd. Why don't you? I guess they say they do be in history. Well, he probably deals with y'all better than me. Maybe that's why they in here. Now it makes, hey, Fresno, it makes sense. Is Fresno here? It's all me. They say that they do be in here. He kicks them out, they stream. Okay, stream. All right. Okay, well, I'm getting ready to kick you out of mine too. But I just want to let you brothers know I'm not the one. Remember how if y'all know anything about Islam, you need to obey Allah obey the prophet, lower your wing with the Muslims, all this fighting, all this killing and destruction with each other. And now you want to come in here and harass an old woman. Y'all better get some. It's just pathetic. It's pathetic. Yeah. Now the brother's apologizing. Okay. Okay, please. Then just take that crap. Take that crap up out of here. What is this? Now he's typing, he wants me to teach on his stream. I'm not teaching nowhere. This is my stream. I've been teaching here since 1986. I'm not interested in no. And I don't free mix either. There's no free mixing in Islam. I keep telling you brothers that too. You know, you got them women that's on the stage with y'all. That's that Sufi. I'm not into that crap. Please. Good Lord. All right. Okay, hold on. They're not on YouTube. That's why I said I don't know how to ban on LinkedIn. They're on LinkedIn, and I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how to ban on LinkedIn. Hold on. Oh, Lord. Give me a second, guys. I have to figure out LinkedIn. These are the LinkedIn people. These are the PhD Muslims, a couple of Shiites. This one here is a 12er, I know. Give me a second, guys. I got to ban them out of here. Let me figure out how to work it. Let me put this on, guys, while I figure out how to ban on LinkedIn. Hold on. I'm going to put this up. Give me a second. Okay, give me a second while I figure this out. And I know this one is a 12er. I definitely ain't got time for no Shiites. What the heck is this? Let me Google. Oh, LinkedIn. And this brother here, what you talking about? I don't want to teach on your website. Get the heck out of here. Hold on, bro. I'm on a search now. Discard. Brother, you are in Iran, so I know you've got some serious issues. I just IP'd this one. Give me a second, guys. I got Shiites in here and Atharis. Oh God. I'm doing my IP check. I keep telling y'all, you know, you got to be careful on this internet. We can trace you. Hold on. I'm getting ready to. This is Iran. Okay, discard. Click on this. Am I in here? Okay, hold. I found it. I found how to ban. Okay. It says here, click on the name and just do a remove. This is Iran. Yeah, this is me on. Let me show y'all how I look on LinkedIn, Mina. If y'all can see this. Y'all see that? Okay, hold. I found it. I found how to ban. Okay. Can y'all see this on in Zoom? This is LinkedIn.
Yeah, we can see it.
But y'all, the thing with LinkedIn, they don't show. The only person that can see the names and the comments is me. So it's just, I'm gonna have to. This dude here, he's one of them. I'm gonna ban him. This is the one that wants me to teach. He's a Thari. See, this is the one. God. Okay. All right. Hold on. But I did see, I just Googled it. It's telling me how to ban. Give me a second, guys. Let me just click on their names. It says remove. Okay. Okay, I got both of them. All right. Okay, guys, I got them. Inshallah. Inshallah, they should be banned. Let's get back to me now in here. Okay. That's girl, I tell y'all must, let me tell y'all something. The information y'all getting here from Sunnah followers, boy, it's so great. Because, and all I'm doing is teaching y'all the basics of La ilaha illallah. Shaitan really does not want you guys to learn the true Islam. Y'all see how Shaitan has his allies amongst humans, and they do everything in their power to stop the true dawah. I had Shiites and authorities, but the authorities say they come from Kareem. They are telling me they want to know, am I like Kareem? It's about authorityism. I mean, this is sick. All right. But anyway, I got them two banned. So inshallah, let's continue. All right. I want to also remind everybody before I begin the class too, that we do have my class at 9, which will be the signs of the last hour. That'll be at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we're going to talk about the trials, the tribulations that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said would occur that lead up to the war. And you will see that this is all part of it. These different sets and groups, authorityism and Shiites and all of this crazy stuff, you know, and Muslims attacking each other, killing each other. You will see that all this was already destined to be. For those who don't believe in the qadar of Allah, Allah decreed all this. He knew this would all happen as a result of us turning away from this. Wala wal bara. Whenever we deviate away from that shahada, there will always be consequences. So today, we've been spending the past week in this book discussing how the internet is a great medium that has come about through Allah, from Allah to us. Allah gives us the knowledge of the universe. The knowledge of everything comes from Allah. And Allah reveals it whenever He wills. So He's given us this gift of technology. But just like He's given us the gift of free will, there's good that comes with a gift, and there's also bad that comes with it. And we've been focusing in for the past week on the challenges or the bad that comes with this internet, the internet digital technology. And yesterday, you know, we spoke about some of the challenges, how we talked about the dangers of the echo chambers. First of all, who can remember what's an echo chamber? Who can remember what is an echo chamber? This is internet technology. What is an echo chamber? Can anyone remember? I know we've had a lot of drama because of the people coming in my thread with their fitna, but I hope that they haven't succeeded in taking y'all away from learning the truth. Can anyone remember what an echo chamber is? We talked about it 2 days ago. What's an echo chamber? It's a chat room that does what? A chat room that consists of what? Of whom? Nobody in my Zoom remembers?
People's opinion.
Yeah, but what else is yeah, they use their opinion, but what else about it? Who are the people?
They have to align with their beliefs. It aligns with their beliefs and their opinions and their the information.
Yeah, their culture. It's just like, for example, I make a chat room for all Black people. Only Black people are there. We all come from the same culture. We all come from the same lifestyle, the same ideology. Or like I just make a white chat room, all Caucasian people, no Blacks, you know, all Hispanic people. And then we got our Hispanic teacher teaching us, and we're not exposed to nobody else's idea. We're not exposed to anybody else's a culture, background, or anything else. That's why it's called echo. And as a result, you become monkey see, monkey do. You believe whatever your teacher tells you, irregardless to whether or not that teacher is presenting proof from the Quran or proof from the Hadith. You echo her. You echo him. You believe and accept everything he says. This is also called blind following in Islam. You're blindly following him. Your perception of Islam is based on what that person says. And what makes that different than, say, you guys learning from me? What's the difference? What's the difference in the echo teachers that you end up blindly following as opposed to having just one teacher like Layla? What is the difference in our methodology? I'm trying to make it simpler for you guys.
The things is what their methodology is based on their opinions and all that. And with yours, you're having evidence. We have the hadiths right there in our faces and breaking it down to us more better for us. Yeah.
Exactly. Perfect. That's exactly the difference. And this is what the people like these brothers that I just had to ban up out of that LinkedIn, I don't know, they're into this political authorityism and all this crap. They say that all this bashing that they're doing now against Sheikh Kareem, they better go back and sit down. This is the difference. Whatever we teach, it has to be based on Quran and Hadith. The evidence of Islam is only the Quran and the Hadith. There's no other source. There's no other source. And as long as the person is basing their information on what Allah said and giving you that, what the companions say, giving you that, what the prophet said, giving you that, that's it. And that's why I use PowerPoint. That's why I'm always using my PowerPoint so y'all can see it ain't coming from nobody's opinion. This ain't the Laila Nasheeba show. This ain't the Laila Nasheeba what they call it, group or some crap. This is Quran wa Sunnah, Sunnahfollowers online. The name says it all. So again, we talked about the dangers of the echo chambers and how they differ, because you got some of these crazy radical Muslim groups today that try to say what is well and well better. Well and well better is a form of is an echo too. No, it's not. We disassociate. We only disassociate. We only reject anything that opposes what Allah said, that opposes what the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that opposes what those companions said. And that's the problem that a lot of people have with me. A lot of these brothers that come in here got a problem with me because I don't care about a fatwa. I'll tell you to take your fatwa and use it to wipe yourself with, because I got the hadith from the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and they can't accept that. Or I don't care what your sheikh told you. I got the fatwa of Aisha radiyallahu anha. I don't care what your imam said about a woman and what a woman need to do. I got the fatwa of Aisha telling you what we gonna do. Hello. And that's the difference, what I'm gonna do. What I am gonna do has already been defined by Allah. And I walk to the beat of those companions. That's why I tell you, brothers, I'm not like these other women. I'm not like these soft-spoken, makeup wearing, y'all think I got on makeup. All I got on is kohl. These real makeup wearing women who show their breasts and sit at the round table with a bunch of men, who are Google-eyeing them, licking their lips at them. I'm not like those women. I don't talk that way. I don't behave that way. Even when Jamali and them come in here, y'all see I cut my camera off. I'm like Aisha, radiallahu anha. I'm like those original Arab women. Call me barbaric if you want to. I'll take it as a compliment. Because in this day and age, that's one of the signs of the last hour. The good will appear to be evil. So if you call me a barbarian, that's a compliment. Okay? You would never see me sitting at a round table with a bunch of men Google eyeing me, and I'm sitting there talking and flipping my hijab like it's my hair. Y'all can forget that. Oh no! Believing women don't behave that way. Believing women do what Allah says. Okay? So we can't get it twisted, guys. We're living in this day and age of technology where Allah allows us to reach out across the world and connect with other Muslims. But we have to be very, very choosy as to who we connect with. I've had another sister group a couple of weeks ago. Another sister, she's got some platform that she runs or something. You know, women are all on the internet today, these Muslim women. And she wanted me to, I said, I can't join that. She said, but it's just us sisters, Layla. It's no men. I say, but you are streaming. And you sisters don't dress properly. I had to tell her, y'all sitting here with those beautiful hijabs on, but your breasts are out. You women are showing your breasts. You women are flipping those hijabs like it's your hair. I said, and you sisters are speaking in these Nicki Minaj voices. I said, and y'all, I'm sorry, and you got most of the people that's in your stream are men, not women. You are putting on public spectacles. I had to tell this sister, you guys are a public spectacle. First of all, you ain't even talking about anything. I said, your podcast has nothing to do with Islam. Your podcast is about women and men relationships. What Muslim woman would sit up on the internet looking the way you sisters look with and ain't no women following you? It's a million men typing, hey baby, Google eyeing you, and you ain't talking about nothing. You're basically gossiping. I had to tell this sister that. I said, sister, you're gossiping. Ain't nothing you saying based on the Quran. You would throw polygamy in every now and then, and you don't even know anything about polygamy. I said, who's your teacher? Who did you learn Islam from? Oh, I went to college. She said, I got a master's degree in psychology. And that sister there got a PhD in social work. I said, that ain't got nothing to do with Islam. You sisters don't know nothing about how a Muslim woman should look and behave publicly. I said, you all are spectacles. You're beautiful Muslim women, but you are spectacles. I said, and far as I'm concerned, you women are prostituting yourselves. I said, that's not what I do. I said, you compare my streams to yours, I am a daya. You are not a daya. You're just a woman talking about relationships and how women got their hearts broke and how men do this. And then you would throw in guest speakers of the shaved men, that hadith, the shaved headed men who don't know nothing, who don't even know the qadr of Allah. I said, I don't participate in that crap. I don't do that crap. And it's kind of weird, guys. Ever since I told that sister that 2 weeks ago, that's when all these people been coming up in here. Could be some backlash, but that's okay. Keep it moving. Ain't nobody doing what Layla do. These other sisters ain't doing what I do. Okay? And I don't take part in that. So we have to be careful on this internet, guys, that we choose the proper company. You would never see Layla as a guest speaker on some relationship show. talking about relationships with women that's and the men oh, and no, that ain't happening. You will see me sitting right here, being the way Allah commanded, daring anybody to try to crump me. And then you will see Jamali coming here on his computer. You will see me turn off my camera and he'll talk his talk, then he'll fly back out, then I'll turn mine on. We don't do that. Muslim women don't behave that way. Y'all understand? And I got some of those sisters in here listening to me. Do you understand? It's a big difference between me and you. We have to have the proper adab on the internet. And I'm going to be honest, sisters. I'm just going to tell y'all the truth. Should no woman be on the internet? Unless you are a daya doing what I'm doing, you shouldn't be on the internet because you got nothing to share. Women are not supposed to be public spectacles. We're not supposed to put ourselves out there to attract the unneeded, unwarranted attention from men. I am not attracting attention. They may look at me and say, oh, she's pretty. But when they come in here and hear my voice, when I get rough and tough, that's why we have to be rough and tough. When they see that I'm not about all that pickup junk, it ain't about no age, sex, location. It ain't no who's your guardian. Yeah, y'all know who my guardian is, but you can forget it. It ain't happening here. Okay? Big difference. This is not a public spectacle, but you women are. And you women make it hard for me because y'all sit with these men. Y'all play with these men. I'm just going to keep it real. Let's break it down. Let's talk about it. Hashtag talk about it. Y'all sit with these men, flirt with these men. God knows what else y'all do with them. But y'all make it hard for me. Because then when they come in and they see, oh, here's a sister that knows the religion. And she's talking Wala wa Bara. She's quoting hadiths. She's giving examples from the companions. She ain't focusing on trying to get a hookup. And if she is going to talk about marriage, she's talking from the Quran and Sunnah. Then the brothers ask me, why are you so harsh? Oh, because Allah told me I'm supposed to be. For men like you. To keep men like you from trying to think I'm a piece of meat. Like those other sisters got y'all believing they are. I'm not like those women. I'm night and day. Night and day. Y'all understand that, sisters? You sisters need to stop it. Y'all need to close up your little podcast because y'all's podcasts is going to be what take y'all to hell. You may have millions of followers in this world. The fact that you women got millions of followers, that should tell you something. That I'm not attracting the right people. Because the people of the truth, we don't have millions of followers. I don't have no millions of followers, and I've been doing dawah since 86. Even Kareem Abu Zaid don't have the follower. He don't have the followers that Omar Solomon and them got. Sheikh Atlee don't even have but 12 people. So that should tell you, sisters, the fact that you ain't talking about Islam, the fact that you don't know nothing about this deen, not even how to dress properly, then you need to shut your little podcast down because all you have done with your podcast is become a public spectacle for men, a piece of meat for men to play with. And then when they come upon a woman like me, you make it hard because I tell them, jump back, chump. I call him a chump and tell him I ain't the one. You're beneath me. You could never in your life have anything like this. Ever. They get mad. They get angry because they got you women. Y'all understand what I'm saying? This is women's talk. This is the type of girl talk I do. This is the type of relationship talk I do. based on Quran and Sunnah. And your podcast followers ain't going to want to hear me. I'm going to make your men mad. Because I'm going to call them a bunch of chumps. I'm going to tell them they should be at the mosque praying, not sitting up listening to you. I'm going to tell them why ain't they in Kareem's stream? He does streams every day. I'm going to ask them why ain't they in Atlee's stream? Why they sitting up listening to a bunch of Muslim women with a bunch of makeup on, beautiful hijabs, but they breasts just sitting up, emphasizing it. And Google iron. Oh, y'all sick. Muslims today in America, y'all sick. But it's all about the falus, the money. That money is going to cause you women to bust hell wide open. I'm letting y'all know. Y'all going to bust hell wide open because of that money. Yeah. All right. So these are some of the dangers of the internet. And because when you do come upon people who do try to follow the Sunnah, the people that's trying to follow the Sunnah, they're subjected to cyberbullying. And that's what this section of the chapter speaks about today in Sheikh Kareem's book. The cyberbullying that people the people of the truth have to go through, like me, my classes. Cyberbully. Okay? Let's put the PowerPoint up on the screen. And by the way, we're covering pages. I did post it up on Facebook today, and I did post it up on YouTube, the pages. So I hope you sisters read ahead. And by the way, I do have some brothers here. Now, for the brothers that are here, because I got some new shahadas, the brothers are welcome to listen to me. Okay, because you brothers are not in the category that I'm speaking about. You brothers are here learning the truth because you can't get the truth anywhere else. And I understand that because I know what mosques y'all go to, and I know what's going on in some of those mosques. Oh, yeah. So you brothers, if you got questions or comments, you are considered. I consider you brothers, brother Jefferson, brother Ibrahim. You know, you guys are my students. So this nothing I'm saying applies to you. Ahmad and all of y'all are my students. And my Twitchers, let me type that for them. My Twitch kids. All my brothers there, this doesn't apply to none of y'all. This applies to those brothers that's coming here looking for another pickup because these other women have become meat to them. And they upset because Layla ain't nobody's meat. Hello! Not this woman. Oh, no. All right. Okay, so let's put the PowerPoint up. Sister Wefat, one of my DNA cousins, she said, you make me want to come to America just so I can defend you. She said, because we all like this. She said, you right. We Arab women got dignity. We don't behave like that. Yeah, that's right. That's my DNA cousin. Yeah, and by the way, in the Arab countries, just to let the sisters here know, there are female scholars of Islam all over the Arab world. And they all talk like me, act like me. My cousin Wefaz one, yeah, she's a PhD in Islamic studies. Where do y'all think I get all this stuff translated in English from? Comes from her. All the story and history and stuff is coming from her. You know, and they all speak like me. Ain't no woman sitting around on no internet posing for no man, doing no podcast, flipping her hijab like it's a piece of hair and with her breast sticking out, and the men sitting there Google-eyeing her with their shaved heads. That ain't happening. Yes, the shaved heads. All right. Yeah. Okay, let me put the PowerPoint up. Let's put the PowerPoint up so y'all can look at these hadiths. Look at what Sheikh Kareem is speaking about. This is about the cyberbullying. And I want the children here to take notes. Make sure you guys have me on the big screen TV for the kids. because a lot of our children are on the internet having to deal with this crap, just like I'm dealing with. I'm dealing with cyberbullying. Your children are dealing with it too. Okay, so put me on the big screen and take the screenshots of the PowerPoint. Okay, let me share this now. Y'all look at this while I share the screen. Yes, and there is a question. The brother Ibrahim is asking me, will there be a quiz? Yes, I have one question. One question that'll be part of the quiz today. The quiz is just one question, but it's a question of fiqh. So make sure y'all pay attention so you can answer it correctly, brother Ibrahim. Okay. Okay, here's the PowerPoint. Can everybody see? Yeah. Thank you, brother. Yeah. Long as you guys are here, now I got other brothers on LinkedIn asking me, is it okay to stay? Y'all can stay as long as y'all behave and you're here to learn, not to come in here and try to challenge me because you angry with Kareem Abu Zaid about some Ashari. I don't know. Take that political crap up out of here. I ain't got time for that. You need to follow the Sunnah of the Prophet Muhammad, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Adapt to understanding those companions and leave that other crap alone. That's what Kareem Abu Zaid does. He's like me. Okay? Y'all need to stop all that. He said he's trying. Good. Yeah, stay out of that political crap. And stay away from them Shiites. All right, let's put this up here. Inshallah, y'all can see the screen. Can everybody see this on they see the whole page on YouTube?
Yeah, we see it.
On YouTube too? It's just the one page?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, good. Today we're going to speak about, and by the way, Allah, y'all know I got cyberbullied yesterday with that one dude. And I didn't even know that this would be the chapter today. Shows how Allah gives us the comeback. Allah is guiding us and tells us how to deal with these situations. Today we're covering pages 248 through 250 of the book. And in this section, Sheikh Kareem Abu Zaid speaks about the challenge of cyberbullying in social media interactions. You know, those women who got their podcast, you sisters with those soft voices and all that makeup, and I ain't talking about the cohort. Y'all know what makeup I'm talking about. Y'all got on so much foundation, and y'all look, I can see the powder running down your face when y'all get to smiling at the men. Oh yeah, you know, you can't fool another woman, especially an old woman. I'm 63. Y'all younger than me. But I run rings around you. And I ain't got on, and I don't have on none of that crap y'all got on. What y'all doing sitting in a forum with a bunch of men and y'all got glitter on your eyes? Yeah, that glitter mascara. You shouldn't be wearing no glitter mascara. And then you got on so much powder on your face, foundation, that it looks like you crying because you sweating trying to keep your appearance in front of those men, the shaved-headed men. You trying to keep your appearance in front of them that you sweating tears. You women look ridiculous. I'm just telling you, sisters, y'all look bad. Y'all don't look natural like me. Hello. All right. But anyway, get it together, sisters. And y'all know I care about y'all because you young. You are young sisters. And I'm proud that y'all got y'all degrees in psychology and all of that. You know, I got 2 degrees too. But them degrees ain't going to get you in paradise. It's your La ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah, that's going to get you sisters in paradise. Y'all have to behave like the female companions. Y'all got to behave like them. I behave like them. I'm telling y'all, call me barbaric. It's a compliment because I'm the same way Aisha was. Any scholar who knows his deen, who knows him, how do you tell you, Layla's just like Aisha. I'm just like her. That's why y'all hate me. That's why they hate her. All right. So, for the sisters paying attention, for those of us who teach the truth, we're going to deal with cyber bullies, okay? Because we're not giving them what they want. The internet has become a whole world in and of itself. It's all about appearances. It's all about giving the audience what they want. The more you give the audience what they want, the more subscribers you get. And then that's how you make money off the internet. If you got over 1 million subscribers, you're making over $4,000 a month. Y'all didn't know that. For those of y'all that Google it, you got over 1 million followers. And they watching your podcast. They're watching your streams. You making money, and all you got to do is sit on the camera and be an actress. Okay? And that's easy money. It's just a form of prostitution, to be honest. It's the oldest profession in the world. What's the oldest profession in the world? Give the people what they want, and they'll pay you. You sisters need to think about it like that. You're just prostitutes. Seriously. I ain't prostituting because I'm not giving the people what they want. I'm giving them what they don't want to hear. Nobody wants to hear the truth. The truth is a bitter pill to swallow. Nobody wants to come upon a woman that's pleasing to the eye, but she won't entertain you. Hello? Have you women thought about that? Those brothers, you're entertaining those men y'all sitting in there with. You're giving them what they want. Ain't no man getting that here. He gonna get a harsh voice and a boot. Okay? So, a lot of challenges for those of us who try to stick to the Quran, who try to stick to the Sunnah based on Bara. We distance ourselves from that which goes against this religion. We encounter cyberbullying. So how do we deal with it? Well, let's look and see what Sheikh Kareem Abu Zaid said here. He starts off. He said cyberbullying has emerged as a pressing issue. It inflicts considerable harm on people within the realm of social media. Yes, it does. This behavior can take on different forms. It can be through verbal abuse, like what you brothers are trying to do, coming here to me. It also leads to harassment through the stupid emails y'all send, and even threats like I had yesterday from Mr. Benback. And this can cause a lot of emotional and mental distress for the victims. Now, I'm going to keep it real with you sisters. Let me take my PowerPoint down because, like I said, this is for you young sisters out there with all these podcasts. Because, like I said, a couple of them wanted me to join their... No, I don't let you will never see Layla sitting at nobody's round table. Oh, no. Layla don't do that. I don't do that. Homie, don't play that. A lot of you sisters come to me and you ask the question, especially you progressive women, those women, those of you who do sit on the tables with the men, literally, and y'all go to the conferences and participate with the men. Y'all free mix with the men. You go to a conference, y'all sitting together, touching together, talking together, laughing together. You got your perfume on. You got your abaya on showing your breasts. That's the main thing y'all doing. I don't know. Y'all got them fine hijabs going. Hey, we look good in our hijabs. But your hijab ain't serving its purpose. It ain't covering your bosom. Okay, a lot of these sisters say to me, well, Sister Layla, why is it that a Muslim woman cannot be a public spectacle? Why is it that I can't be a lecturer at a round table with men? Why is it I can't sit at the table with the men and we on camera together and we're talking together and stuff? Why is it we can't do that? Because Allah made women different than men. Allah says the difference between a woman and a man is Allah has given men greater strength physically over us. We women are emotional. We take things more sensitive. Why is it that we can't be in a position of leadership? Why is it, you sisters have asked me, why come I can't be on my board? One of the sisters here, she's on here, she's here on the East Coast, and she's the president. She's the president of the, what did they call it? The board of her mosque. Why would a mosque make a woman a president? I don't get it. Yeah, this is, she's here. Okay, I'm going to explain. She's asking me, why is it be the president of our board? I'm going to tell you, sisters, why. You guys see what I go through every day on this internet. Now, these brothers that were in here today talking this authority stuff, cursing me because I'm not an authority or something and all this other crap. I'm like, where does this come from? It's because they got something going with Kareem. They mad because I guess Kareem Abu Zayd is speaking out against them. I don't know. But y'all see how you don't know, because Kareem will probably just ban him out of his stream. Kareem would probably sit here and he deals with this fitna. He can deal with the 12ers. He deals with the Shiites. He can deal with the authorities. He can deal with the Mutazila, the Kharijites, and still do his lectures. It doesn't impact him. He brushes it off. He's a man. But when you do it to a woman, we go, I can't stay focused. I freak out. We women are different. Allah didn't create us to be in leadership positions like that. Do you sisters understand me from the round table? Allah did not create us to be in positions of power and authority like that, because we can't handle it. We have PMS. We have anxiety. We menopause. We have hormones that the men don't have. They're equipped to deal with the fitna of life. They're equipped to rock and roll. Kareem Abu Zayd is equipped to deal with the authorities. He can deal with the Mutazila. Dr. Jamali can come in here. He can deal with the Shiites attacking him. But Layla, I'm a woman. I got anxiety. I'm going to have an anxiety attack. It's going to affect me on a mental level, an emotional level. I can't eat now. Now I can't sleep. Now I'm all messed up. I need somebody to hold me. I need somebody to protect me. I'm like Aisha, radiallahu anha. When they attacked Aisha, she wanted somebody to hold her. She needed somebody to protect her. She needed a man to tell her that it's going to be okay. Men don't need that. Do you understand now, sister? That's why the prophet, and see how all my answers are based on Quran and Sunnah. You women don't do this in y'all little podcasts because y'all don't know this stuff. The prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, any nation that appoints a woman as its leader, as its ruler, it will fail for that reason. Because Allah didn't create us to be the ruler, the head. It's drama. Cyberbullying is real. It's stressful. It's hurtful. It's emotional. You sisters are not experiencing it because y'all giving the men what they want. You're not stressed out from your podcast because you giving the men what they want. The beauty, the eloquence of speech, and you ain't talking about nothing but relationships, which is what they want to hear. Y'all understand what I'm saying? So I'm talking to these sisters here. Does it make sense to you? Exactly. She says she sees it. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. You're not encountering what I'm encountering. You giving them what they want, girlfriend. But it's a stressful position. Allah didn't create women to deal with the fitna. That's the man's job. And that's why when it comes to giving dawah, like I told you, sisters, giving dawah, unless you on this internet giving dawah like I'm doing, and there's a need for you to do it. There has to be a need. There was a need for Aisha, radiallahu anha, to be a scholar because Islam was new. Islam was new. There was a need for her to give dawah. There was a need for Salama. There was a need for all those female companions to do what they were doing because they helped to establish Islam. But is there a need for you when you don't even know what you're talking about? Okay, I'm trying to put this back too, guys. Hold on for a second. Give me a second. Is it streaming? Okay, hold on. See, that's what happens when I flip back and forth. I can't never get it right. Wait a minute. Okay. Let me put this PowerPoint back for y'all. It's just, I done got messed up here. Okay, there it is. Now let me do Zoom. And now come to you guys here. So I really like how Sheikh Karim Abu Zaid put this in the book. In this digital age, cyberbullying is real. It's hurtful. It can lead to a lot of emotional and mental stress for its victim. And I'm telling you guys, I am stressed out like crazy from this website lately. Okay. Also, we have to understand that most Muslims today, because of their lack of understanding of the deen, they don't know what wala better is, and they're not implementing it. Wala better is supposed to be the core of our existence with each other. Islam teaches us to have loyalty to each other and to only disassociate from those who reject the truth. But we find today Muslims rejecting anyone whose ideology is not like theirs. We find the Muslims on the internet today being more gentle with non-Muslims than they are with Muslims. Okay? So cyberbullying is real. For those of you who are trying to practice the truth and maintain the true Islam, you're going to encounter it. If you do have a website, a podcast, and you're not encountering it, then you should ask yourself, what are you doing wrong? What are you doing wrong? Because the truth is not an easy pill to swallow, and Shaitan is going to try to diffuse it. I want you guys to pay attention to this verse of the Quran. Allah says in the interpretation of the meaning, "O you who believe," and I want you brothers on LinkedIn to pay attention. "O you who believe, do not let a people make fun of another people, because maybe they may be better than you. And do not have women make fun of other women. Perhaps the women you make fun of may be better than you. And don't insult each other. And don't call each other by offensive nicknames." You brothers and sisters need to take note of that. You brothers want to call somebody a kafir because they don't have the authority belief. So you want to call people other Muslim men who have devoted their lives to Islam. I don't know what's going on with you brothers and Sheikh Karim Abu Zaid, but Sheikh Karim Abu Zaid did something that I have not seen done. And I'm telling you, I am 63 years old, born and raised in the USA, and been Muslim all my life. I have never seen a book written in English that breaks down our belief system. I've had scholars come to me and break it down. And I had translators, and I made my own PowerPoints up because I couldn't find any English books until Kareem Abuzaid put this out. This is the first time in my 63 years I've ever seen a series that breaks down in detail in English, La ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah. So you brothers, I don't know what's going on with y'all and Kareem Abuzaid, but you sitting there calling somebody a kafir, you're slandering somebody. Is that the behavior we're supposed to have with each other? Here's a man who did something that no one else could do. Put together in a different language what it means to believe in Allah. Can you imagine the good deeds he's getting? You got Muslims here all over America. I got Muslims in the United Kingdom. I got Muslims in Australia. I got even Muslims in Antarctica who are attending my classes, learning this religion the correct way. Most of them been Muslim for years, but they say they never understood this deen before until they came to my classes and I've been teaching these books of his. So imagine this man could be so special because of this deed that he could have earned the love of Allah. And Allah says when he loves you, he becomes the ears that you are. What does that mean? I become your ears. That means he hears what the people say about him. I become your hand. What does that mean? He'll be the defender of anyone who attacks you. So you brothers coming up here in my stream because you got a problem with Sheikh Kareem, okay? He could have the love of Allah that is so great that you brothers need to walk a thin line. If I were you brothers, I'd be nervous right about now. I'd be nervous right about now because you don't know what relationship this brother could have with the law. Just like for you sisters, I'm getting back to you sisters. What does this verse say? Nor let women make fun of other women because maybe the women you make fun of are better than you. You want to make fun of my loud voice. That's what y'all critique me about. You sisters want to make fun of me because I'm loud, I'm aggressive. Why is she loud? Maybe because I'm better than you. Because I know Allah says, oh, you women who believe, make your voices loud and make your voices intimidating when you speak publicly. So now, who's the laugh on now? You sisters want to make fun of me. The laugh is on you because you're the ones Google-eyeing with men, softening your voices and playing the footsie game with men on the internet. We have to take this religion seriously, guys. We have to first learn it correctly and then implement it seriously in our lives. A lesson to you brothers. Be careful what you say about another Muslim because you don't know what their relationship is with Allah. And to you sisters, the same. Want to come in here attacking me and Kareem Abuzaid? Are you people crazy? Y'all better get a life. So this verse forbids mockery or ridicule of others, regardless of their gender, regardless of their background. It also underscores the necessity for true believers to uphold the dignity and the value of every individual and to stay away from actions or behavior that's going to undermine another Muslim's well-being or self-esteem. I tell y'all all the time, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, anyone who declares La ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah, their honor Their reputation, their life and property is off limits. The prophet had to deal with hypocrites. Umar said, "O prophet of Allah, why don't you let me kill them for you?" He said, "I can't." The simple fact that they believe that they pray with us, the simple fact that they dress like us, and even though they're hypocrites, their blood is sacred. Their reputation is sacred. You sisters with the hair like hijabs, and you brothers on this Ashari kick, y'all need to fear Allah. I don't care what you think about Laila Nasheeba and her loud voice. You don't like my voice, get out of my stream. What keeps bringing you back here? The truth? But you ain't supposed to attack my character. I don't care what you brothers think about Kareem Abu Zaid. His honor, his reputation is sacred. This is the destruction of this nation that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam told us of. So again, guys, cyberbullying is real. Allah advises against it, but that doesn't stop the Muslims from doing it. Because again, there's going to be more people in hell than paradise. A lot of these Muslims are misguided. They think that all they have to have is an ounce of faith and they'll enter into paradise. Well, the simple fact that you fall upon that verse shows that you ain't got no faith. The true believer is always questioning his faith. The true believer doesn't think that his faith is enough. But you weak Muslims who don't know this deen, who want to slander those who do know the deen, who want to attack and bully those of us who have devoted our lives to Allah. Sheikh Kareem Abu Zayd devoted his life to Allah. Laila Nasheeba, I devoted my life to Allah. I've been given dawah since I was 12 years old. What were you doing at 12? And at that age, I had memorized all of Bukhari and Muslim. What were you doing at 12? Y'all got to be careful attacking other Muslims that you know nothing about. Okay? I want y'all to pay attention to this hadith of Aisha radiallahu anha. She said, one day I said to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, such and such is enough for Sophia. And she said, I laughed. I was making fun of her height because Sophia was very short in status. And Aisha was very jealous of Sophia. She tells us in the whole hadith how she was really jealous of Sophia because Sophia was beautiful. And when she called herself making fun of her because of her height, the Prophet said, Astaghfirullah, Aisha, you have said something that would pollute the entire ocean. So he was telling her, is that, you're saying something about another Muslim woman that would be offensive to her. Where's your wala? Where's your Bara? Where's your allegiance? You say you believe la ilaha illallah. Part of that shahada is that my allegiance will be to all Muslims, no matter who they are, no matter how they look, no matter what language they speak, whether they got a kickstand for a leg, whether they are cyclops. That's my brother. That's my sister in Islam. And I'm not going to harm him with my tongue because his life, his reputation, his property is sacred. So you can see Aisha was very feisty and very mouthy and jealous like most women are. But here you can see the prophet checking her on that. And if you read the whole hadith, it goes on to say, she tells us that he was so angry with her that he asked her permission, could he go to the mosque to pray? Because this was at night. And it was her night. And and that's another thing. When it's your wife's night, you can't leave unless she allows you. So he asked Aisha's permission to go to the mosque to make some prayers. That's how angry he was. Okay? And she said she never spoke badly about her like that again to him. All right? So this hadith serves as a reminder to all of us that we have to exercise caution with what we say out of our mouths about other Muslims. We have to be careful not to hurt another Muslim's feelings in their presence or behind their back. You want to joke and laugh about how loud Layla is. And I'm better than all of you women. Because out of all you women, I'm the only one of you women who's obeying Allah. All of y'all will pay. You will pay. You will pay for softening your voices publicly, like you women are doing in these podcasts for these men. So the laugh is on all of you women, not me. I'll be, inshallah, standing with Aisha. I'll be right there next to my sister, Aisha, and I will point you out. And I will look at her and say, that's the one. That's the one that used to do podcasts with men and soften her voice and prostitute herself. But she the one that made fun of me because I followed what Allah said. I spoke like you, Aisha. I was like you. So we better be careful. Okay? So thus, guys, cyberbullying, it contradicts the principles of Islam. It contradicts the principles of allegiance and disassociation. You brothers that want to sit here and talk about Kareem Abu Zayd, who the heck you think you are? You know, you're just a cyber bully. You're a bully. Now you're going to come and bully a woman. That makes you a wimp. Not only are you a bully, but you a wimp because now you want to attack a woman. Okay? As Muslims, we are enjoined by Allah to treat each other with respect and dignity, online and offline. And by upholding the values of allegiance and disassociation, we must stand as protectors over our fellow Muslim brothers and sisters. We're supposed to protect them from harm. We're supposed to create an environment of mutual respect and compassion for each other, brothers. I don't know Kareem Abu Zayd on a personal level, but he's my brother. Not just because he's Egyptian, but because he's my brother. He loves Allah just like Layla loves Allah. He loves the Prophet Muhammad just like I love the Prophet Muhammad. He loves those companions. He longs to be in the presence of the Prophet and those companions, just like I long to be in the presence of Aisha and Salama and Zainab, Atika, Qalla. And because of that, he's my brother. And I'm going to defend him. I'm going to protect him. I'm going to promote his books, whether you like it or not, brother. For the brother here that's got a problem because I'm teaching his books, I'm going to continue to promote his books. Because inshallah, these books are what's going to get him in paradise. Because he's doing a lot of good for the English-speaking world. And I'm going to promote his school too. Because he's looking out for the children in the West as well. So you brothers better bounce back. I don't know what Ashari, Safari, Caladari. Y'all can take all that crazy Arabic crap on somewhere, but you better get upon the traditional Islam. And the traditional Islam is what the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was upon, and his companions, including Aisha radiallahu anha. And you can call me Aisha, okay? Because I'm like her. When those Jews tried to attack her man, she was ready to throw down. Well, you want to attack Kareem or anybody else who believes La ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah, Layla's ready to throw down. Hello, I ain't like the round table women. I'm not a round table woman. I'm not a table woman at all. Table dance should be in the privacy of your home with your man, not with the stupid internet men with shaved heads. All right. So now let's get to the question here for the night. I only got one question. Here it is. What would you say to those Muslim men who harass and bully other Muslims on the internet? And when you confront them, they claim that they are enjoining the good and forbidding the evil. And they'll tell you it's the Muslim's duty to correct the mistakes of others. Y'all see why it's just one question? How would y'all answer these Ashari brothers? How would y'all answer these round table women? Who would like to try? And I better get a lot of participation from my students. Take the mic.
Okay, I'll start. So I'll tell them that what makes them qualified to, with the information that they have of the knowledge, what's the knowledge that would make them qualified for that reason. And secondly, I would explain to them of enjoying the good and forbidding the evil and how it works. For one, you have to have knowledge of what the person is doing is wrong, the lawful and unlawful. And then secondly, you have to be a person who's kind and empathize with that person. Can you talk to someone without putting your own the tone in your voice and just however you coming at that person? And then secondly, I would tell them that if the pros outweighs the goods, then you have to weigh that part. And then afterwards, if that doesn't work, then, well, if the good outweighs the bad, then you need to make do it for that person instead of trying to confront them and say that you enjoy.
What happened to her mic? My gosh, she's on the roll. She's doing good. Y'all see how she's answering that? She's taking everything she's learned. This is a student. This is one of my students. Because I'm also teaching and joining the good and forbidding the evil. Is she still there, y'all? Because I got the screen, but I can't see.
I'm still here. I just stopped.
Girl, you doing good. You doing good. And what about the part where he said it's his duty? It's the Muslim duty to correct the mistakes of others. How would you? Why would you attack that?
Okay, so I would tell him it's not his duty to do anything. The only thing you're supposed to do is show a person's actions in their deed. It's not your duty to correct anyone. That's what I would tell him.
Good job. I like her answer. She did a good job putting, Mina, you getting much better. You getting much better. She coming out. She's nervous to talk. I'm proud of her because she's very nervous to speak publicly. But mashallah, you're doing a good job. That was great. Who else would like to answer that? Who else I would like to hear another person's answer? Anybody else want to try to answer it? Good job.
The way I would do this is that I said that I would advise them to be careful, to enjoy the good and forbid the evil. To begin with, we must understand it first. before we do or say whatever, we're about to do. The Prophet, peace be upon him, advised people, but he didn't transgress in his way of advising others. Also, when we advise people, we don't shame the people. There's also a difference in advising a person in public, and there's a difference in advising a person in private. And also, we should treat others just the way we would like to be advised.
Good job. Good job. What about the part about when they tell you, like, these Ashari brothers told me it's their duty? By the way, I'm coming in on my phone for the stream so I can see YouTube. Wait a minute.
I would tell them that when a person says it's their duty to correct others, yes, we do correct others, but there are forms of ways that the Prophet, peace be upon him, said that we do. And for this brother, since he don't know you and stuff like that, I would tell him the only advice or the only duty he can do is just to make dua for you instead of whatever he is doing.
Okay, when I join with my phone, it makes that noise. Good job. Good job, Norto. I'm trying. What are they typing on YouTube, guys? Anybody typing on?
It's just as the Prophet, said. It's like to advise others. There's the steps. The last form is dua. And so this guy, he don't know you. He don't know nothing. The only thing he can do is make dua for you. He can't stop, with his hands. He can't stop it with his feet. So the last thing the Prophet told him to do is do the dua and be like, yeah.
Exactly. MashaAllah. These answers are great. And by the way, I'm getting ready to put my screen. I wanted to see what they put on YouTube's too. So hold on, guys. I'm coming in. I was trying to use the phone, but I tell you, I don't know how to work that phone well with anything. But yeah, MashaAllah. Go ahead, Raph. Brother Raph, go ahead. I want to hear your answer. Yeah, my brother Kareem Abu Zaid. That's right. He's my brother. The Arabs think that we brother and sister for real because we're both Egyptian. But no, he's not my real brother. Wait a minute. No, we're not brother and sister by blood. I think we from the same tribe, though. I don't know. We might be. Me and Atlee, Sheikh Atlee, my ex, we're cousins. We're the same tribe. But I don't think Kareem is from my tribe though. But because he doesn't have the eyebrows. Most of the people from my tribe you can tell because of this. Okay, but subhanallah, yeah, he's our brother in Islam. We're supposed to defend each other, and this is the problem with you young brothers who are with these Asharis. Whatever y'all calling yourself everything except what Allah said you should call yourself. And maybe that's the problem. We have to remember, guys, when it comes to enjoining the good and forbidding the evil, there's certain criteria for that. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam told us there will be two groups that emerge. A lot of us think that we're enjoining good and forbidding evil, but we're causing more harm than good. Number one, like the sister said, you have to have knowledge of this religion. You have to know the lawful and the unlawful. Most of you young brothers don't even know the lawful and the unlawful. Most of you women definitely don't know it. Most of you women are preying on your periods. That shows how much you don't know. Okay? If you don't know the lawful and the unlawful, you ain't qualified to enjoin anything because you don't know what to enjoin. Okay? Number two, you have to have certain character too. You have to know how to talk to the people. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said when it comes to enjoining good and forbidding evil, you have to know how to talk to the people on their level, okay? Not above them, not beneath them, and be gentle in your approach. You have to be able to read people. And number three, you have to first weigh. You have to thirdly weigh the pros and cons. You have to ask yourself, wait a minute, What is my position with this person? Do I know this person? Because if you don't know the person's not going to listen to you. I'm not going to listen to no stranger. First of all, let me show you brothers a couple things. I got to get rough and tough on this internet. You come up in my face, you going to get maced. Y'all see that, brothers? Make sure I don't mace myself. If I don't know you and you a man and you approach me trying to tell me anything, you're going to face this. And if what you got to say to me is bad, you're going to get a roundhouse kick. Because I'm going to assume the position, you're going to get maced, then you're going to get roundhouse kicked. Because I don't talk to strangers, especially not Muslim men. Oh, yeah. I know to beware of the Muslim men out there because I know how crazy the youth is today. So, first of all, you have to look at your relationship with that person. If that person doesn't know you, they're not going to take from you. I know I wouldn't. And also look at yourself. Look at how you dressed. Are you a sinner yourself? I definitely ain't going to take from no woman who comes to me trying to check me, and she got an abaya on that's showing her breasts, and she got on so much foundation that it looks like she's crying, and she's got all this glitter and them fake eyelashes going to the moon. Do you think you can come to me and tell me anything about this ding when you don't even know how to dress? Do you think I'm going to take from you, little girl? So we have to weigh all that stuff out. And that's what the prophet said. If you cause more harm than good, then you move to the next level. And the next level is, like she said, is make endure. Make dua. You brothers out there think that Kareem Abu Zayd is a deviant, a kafir, or whatever y'all doing. Make dua for him. Instead of slandering him, instead of calling him out his name, because he does believe La ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah. That means his life, his reputation, his property is sacred. That means you need to stop talking about his book. His book is sacred because that's his property. His life is sacred. You got that? His honor, reputation, sacred. So if you think he's a deviant because he don't believe in whatever you Ashari believe in, make dua for him. Make dua for him. The same with you sisters. You think I'm a sinner? You think I'm a renegade because I speak loud like Allah commands me to? Pray for me. And I want all y'all to understand when you attack people of knowledge. Now, I'm just going to keep it real. I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. But you sisters with these podcasts, you are not women of knowledge. No. You may have knowledge of psychology. You may have knowledge of sociology. You may have knowledge of physical education. You may have secular knowledge. But you women are not knowledgeable of Islam. You are not scholars. You are not scholars of this deen, sisters. I don't care how many of those brothers allow you to sit on their tables and flaunt with them and flirt with them and whatever else y'all do. That's y'all's big. I don't care. I don't want to know. But you are not scholars of Islam. But when you do come upon women who have devoted their lives to teaching this religion, let me share this hadith with you, sisters. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam told us in a beautiful hadith qudsi, even the ants make dua for the people of knowledge. Even the cockroaches Make dua for the people of knowledge. If you think I'm a horrible woman because I don't let you get crunk with me, understand that the cockroaches in your house are making dua for me. The flies on your ceiling are making dua for me. When you put the powder with the brush on your face so you can sit on the table, when the powder flicks in the wind is making dua for Layla. I want you sisters to think like that. That'll make you shut your mouth up. That's what I do. If I want to say something bad about a person, I say, wait a minute. Imagine la cucaracha. Yeah, I'm 10% Spanish too. Oh yeah, I got 10% Spanish too. La cucaracha is making dua for you. That stops me from saying anything bad about a woman who I know is in the dawah. Now, I ain't talking about you women that's, trying to get a pickup on the table. Be careful of them tables and poles. Be careful of those tables and poles, sisters. But I'm talking about real women of dawah. And I have come upon some American women. A few of them are dead now. Their dawah was messed up. There was this one sister, subhanAllah, she used to travel around giving dawah about Islam and talking about her conversion story. Her aqidah was messed up, man. I remember this one lecture she gave, and she said that prayer is not an obligation. She said prayer is not an obligation. When she said that, I was like, ooh, I remember calling Sheikh Waleed Bajuni. That was when Waleed Bajuni lived in Texas. I called Sheikh Waleed Bajuni, and I said, this woman said that prayer is not an obligation, Aki. I said, I ain't going to talk bad about her. I said, but you had her at your mosque, because he had her at her mosque speaking. I said, you need to correct her. And I sent him the tape. I recorded her lecture, and I sent her lecture to him. I said, Waleed Bajuni, listen to this. He's Egyptian too. And he said, oh, astaghfirullah, Layla. He emailed me back. He said, I got it. I'll deal with it. But that's what you do. I don't care, even though she was wrong saying that prayer is not an obligation. I said, she's still a Muslim. I ain't going to attack her reputation. I could have done like you women do, put up on Facebook all these horrible things about her. I didn't. I called Waleed Bajuni because she was at his mosque, and I said, check her. I said, check her. Y'all understand that? So we have to, get it together, guys. We have to understand that as Muslims, when it comes to enjoining the good and forbidding the evil, there's a criteria we have to follow. And that's the second part of the answer that Mina gave. These brothers and these sisters will sit around and say, it's my job to correct you. No. Who does the job lie on? Whose job is it, guys? Since I don't have a relationship with you, you don't know me, I don't know you, I didn't know that woman personally. She knew of me, I knew of her, but we don't know each other. I didn't approach her. Well, whose job is it to check the person, guys? Who can answer that? If you think, yes, you go to the people of authority. And that's what I did with her. I went to Waleed Bajuni, Sheikh Waleed Bajuni. He was the imam. He's on Amja. She would listen to him. She would take from him. She respects him. And that's what we should do. If you got a problem with somebody, it ain't your job to check me. Who are you? You're a peasant. You're a peasant. Seriously, you don't know the deen. But if you think I'm doing something bad, you go to the people of knowledge. You go to Jamali. You say, Sheikh Jamali, I think Layla got a problem. He'll deal with you or deal with me. We go to the people who's the authority of that organization, the authority of that masjid, the people who's of authority of that website. Y'all understand? Does everybody understand? So in joining good and forbidding evil, there's a sequence to follow. And we have to follow that sequence. Otherwise, we'll fall in the category of people who cause more harm than good, like you brothers are doing. You brothers on this Ashari kick, you're causing more harm than good. You sisters on the round table and the pole, y'all causing more harm than good. And I'm throwing the pole in there because that's what you're doing. All right? Okay, any questions or comments? Yeah. Private dancing is only for your husband, sisters. If you don't have a husband, because I think you sisters are not married. I know you women are not married, because if you were married, you wouldn't be on these tables and poles, But if you sisters, are not married, y'all need to fear Allah. Seriously, fear Allah. Fear Allah and go learn your religion. The basics. From a woman, not a man. All right? Okay, any questions or comments? All right, guys, I'm going to close out for right now. The next class we have is the signs of the last hour. That class will be in 1 hour at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And what we will be doing is, again, going over the different trials and different tribulations that our Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, told us would occur before the war, which is about to happen real soon, looking at all that what's going on with Trump. I'm telling y'all, that Trump guy got a lot of supporters around the world. They blowing up Rumble. His sons, oh yeah. Trump's sons got their little podcast going, and boy, these people love Trump. They love him. People praying for him and his family. I said, what is this? They praying for him? Are those Muslims praying for him and his family? Oh yeah, it's that war getting ready to happen. Watch. Okay, so I'll log back in at 9 in 1 hour. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu